This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take it to the hardwood. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Last outing for Atlanta unsuccessful. The loss to the New York Knicks. And it's the Hawks to start out. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Johnson outside. That one's in, his first shot this game. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
3-on-3. Johnson inside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A shot by Johnson, no good. Davis with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Marley. And Vucevic pulls it down. Johnson left side. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Johnson's got his second bucket.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hops.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Oubre, that long, slender athlete, you love it when he's on the rise like that.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Here's Henderson, and Henderson throws it down hard.
Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kuminga with a wide-open look. Off target with his 3. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Marley. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Vucevic. Johnson, a wide-open look. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Okoro's shot is off. The Hawks leading. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. The coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Oubre outside. Back to Henderson. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Oubre with the steal. Henderson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Henderson outside. To the middle. Okoro. The jump hook. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. And that one, good.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Detroit shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah. Look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Hawks on top. They lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here's Murray up on top. Sweet little floater.
That's a tricky little move there as Murray found a little bit of space and then got that floater off.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Pass to Johnson. Over Murray. Back to man. Outside, Kuminga. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trailed by 3. Murray with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. The 3 from Davis. Here's Okoro. For 3, Murray. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, he's got a confident shot going right now as Jamal's stepping into that 3 ball.
Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Okoro. And Johnson now top of the key. Inside. Stolen by Marley. One-on-one here. Here's Murphy.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Davis with the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch onto anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Pass to Kispert. From outside the arc, Detroit getting another chance here. Davis using his size.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Now here's Vucevic. To the wing on the left. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
The Hawks trail by 4, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Pistons making a change here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can see more and more of that first team mentality developing with Kuminga looking for the teammate's best shot.
Pistons passing it around. Kispert wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA, Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
The Hawks trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Exploding to the rim. No getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
Good on the three-point shot. Kispert's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Herter. And another 3 for Detroit.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Now Strus. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From the high post. Again, the Hawks score.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Down low.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Detroit. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pistons leading by 4. Let's find out the news on Kyle Kuzma. David, what's the update?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Pistons head athletic trainer, and the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. And, hate to report, but it's a very significant injury. You won't see him out on the floor again for quite a while. Terrible news. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And Davis sends it back.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot and with perfect timing swats it away.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Pass to Marley. And here is Davis. And here's Marley. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Henderson attacking. And then Henderson with the dunk.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Pass to Strus. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Strus has got 8 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Strus. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trailed by 4. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Several teams changing it up here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Murray outside. There's the pick. Back to Marley. Just 5 to shoot. Davis has the open look. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. And it's Strus missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Murray, no good. The Hawks leading by 6. It's Strus on the wing. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Jacks up a 3. Murray down low.
And a statement from Jamal, when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta. Now Murray. 11 points in the game. Marley. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Pass to Kemp. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The screen from Kemp. Tipped away. Oubre with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And there it is for him.
Great focus from Murray. Really sticking it to the D right there with the tough and one.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Outside, Kuminga bangs home the trifecta. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Green left side. To the paint. Here's Ware. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Ware's got the game tied up here for the Pistons. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Outside, Kuminga. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Five seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Kispert in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kispert's got 9.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Number 23, Anthony Davis.
Stolen by Okoro. Tie game in Atlanta. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling.
56. The Pistons, 56.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pistons trailing. Here's Henderson. Oubre outside. Outside, Davis. Here's Henderson. Good on the bucket. And that's 11 points from Scoot Henderson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Out left to the wing. Henderson outside. Shoots the three. Abaji pulls it in. And Atlanta has possession. The lead is 2. Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points here in the second half.
Nobody's catching SGA on the fast break. Nobody.
Pass to Martin. Left side, Davis. Back to Marley. Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
Well, Henderson had the room and just exploded off the floor.
Pistons foul. Dan Marley. His first. Team first.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Now here's Henderson. Into the lane. And then Henderson with the jam.
On the drive, Henderson could be so fast.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's foul number 2 for him. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Stolen by Okoro.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Detroit.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Henderson outside. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Oubre outside. Marley with it. Back to Oubre. It's stolen by Jones. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Marley with it. Gilgeous-Alexander covered. Hits the mark. Marley no good. The Hawks trip by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oubre pulls it in. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. They said to the team, I know you guys are tired, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last stretch here, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Henderson. Here's Okoro. Henderson outside. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here.
Solid defense. Johnson can derail an offense on the run.
Great D that time from Johnson. The Hawks again can't hit. And an intentional foul right there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Agbaji can't get it to go. And here's Henderson. And so it's Detroit with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.